Good morning, students. I want to spend just a few minutes this morning to explain your take-home test, which is due next week. That is November the 8th, Tuesday, in class. So let's go to your Wolf Den and take a look at where it is. You need to go to your Test 3 material. Now, hopefully you have looked through the PowerPoints on Chapter 3 and you have looked at the YouTube videos. You need to finish those up today. There is one you need to look at today on the worksheet. There's no homework assignment on that one. However, your homework for today that should be submitted by class time would be your lawn care homework adjustments. You need to type those up and email them to me by your class time. Okay? Now, let's go to the take-home test link. Okay, I'm trying to find here it is, my cursor. Okay, so we're at the take-home test. Notice I say that it is due on Tuesday, November the 8th. There's a 5-point deduction for every day late, beginning with your class period time. So it should be submitted in class. I'm sorry, I think I said, yeah, it is next, you get an entire week. So I'm going to let you out of class on November the 1st and the 3rd to work on this. So we will not have class next week. You're allowed to work on it. It is to be submitted on Tuesday, November the 8th, which will be a week from this coming Tuesday. Okay. Now, you do have help available to you in the Media Center. You can go see Chandler Hendricks, who's there from noon until 2 on Mondays, or you can go see Mason Speece Wednesday, Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., or you can email Chandler. They have both been in my class. They have worked on this. Chandler in particular has worked on it many times. Do not come and ask me how to do something because there's numerous videos. You need to go back to the Chapter 2 material. They're all listed in the study guide for Chapter 2. If you'll notice up here under Chapter 2 material, let's take a look. Right here. If you're missing a part and you don't understand how to do any of it, then you need to go back and review that material, because basically what we're doing here in this take-home is you're going through the entire accounting cycle starting with your journal entries. Okay, so now that we have included the adjusting entries, you can go through this entire cycle. Okay. Now, the take-home test is pulling up, so let's take a look at it. Information for journal entries is up at the top. Now, the name of this company is Fogle, F-O-G-L-E Company. Okay, I want you to call it Fogle Company, and it's for the month of July. So your journal entry should begin with July the 1st. You can make that 2016. Okay, and then they tell you what to do. It says use the balance columns. Now, I've already done that. I've set everything up for you in the next pages. You're to begin with number 2, preparing the journal entries, which is step 3 on the accounting cycle. Okay, so you're actually beginning with step 3. Step 1 and 2 have already been done for you. Okay, and you're to go through this entire accounting cycle all the way to the post-closing trial balance. Now, your adjusting entries, which you are learning this week, are right here. Do not go back and make original entries here because they have already been made up at the top. All original entries are here. These are only the adjustments to entries that have already been made, whether they are, if you remember, deferrals are the ones that would have original entries. Okay, so do not go back and redo those a second time. Now let's look at the sheets that are provided. You need to make you a hard copy and submit that is in hard copy form. You have your general journal sheet for the first part. Then you are to go on and post to your T accounts. They have numbers here. And you have several pages of T accounts. This is Fogle, F-O-G-L-E Company. Okay, so Fogel is the name of the company. There's your expenses. And we've even given you a number for income summary. And that's to be used on your closing entries. Now, I want you to change this. This is your trial balance. And notice up at the top it says Pose for Pics. Change that to Fogle, F-O-G-L-E, Company. Okay, I had gotten this out of another book. And you need to make this July, okay, July 31st. And then you have your worksheet. Once you print this out, you can do it. I'm not going to flip it at this point, but your adjusting entries, you need to first make a page for your adjustments. Here they are. And then you need to go back and put them on your worksheet, just like you did. If you'll go back and look at the video for today, okay, you've already done the general journal portion, but you want to put it on your worksheet under the adjustment columns, okay, which would be these two columns here. So you're going to transfer your adjustments to those two columns. Now, don't forget to go back and post them to your T accounts. Okay, and then come on down. Then you do your financials. Okay, beginning with your income statement. The next one's your statement of owner's equity. Don't forget your headings. I'm going to take off for every little thing. Dollar signs, headings. Go back and look at the other videos if you need to know about all of that. And then your balance sheet would be the third financial that you post. Then you need to do your closing entries. That's where you're going to use the income summary. And you have 4 closing entries. Then you need to post those closing entries and close out those accounts in your T accounts. And then the last thing is your post-closing trial balance. Notice on that, it says Pose for Pics. I want you to change that to Fogle, F-O-G-L-E, Company, and make the date July 31st. Okay? And that will take you completely through this. Now, you have an entire week, a little over a week to work on it. Starting today, that would give you actually 2 weekends. And I want you to go back through that and have that ready for November the 8th. We will begin class again November the 8th in class. Again, you will be out next week. You do not have class Tuesday or Thursday. I'm going to allow you to work on this project. Okay. Now, before I let you go, I want to show you one thing. The very first journal entry, let me do that one for you. Put it in your notes. Fogle invested $20,000 cash and buildings worth $120,000 in the company. Now, because there's 2 separate items here, I want to show you how to do a dual journal entry on this. So let's get your journal entry sheet. I happen to have one over here that I'm going to use. Where is it? Journal entry sheet. Here it is. Okay. So coming down here, I'm going to use a journal entry sheet, and I'm going to show you how to do that particular journal entry. Let me get something to write on here. Okay. Now remember, you don't have to have a heading here, but I'm going to tell you for the last time, this is going to be Fogle Company. Okay, again, you don't have to have, on your general journal sheet, you don't have to have a heading, but I want you to go back and change Pose for Pics to Fogle Company. And again, this is going to be for July 31st, 2016. So change that wherever you need a dateline and a heading, put Fogle Company. Now, this journal entry, again, this is 2016, and this is July 1st. He put cash in. Cash is your debit. So debit cash for $20,000. And he invested a building That's an asset. So we have 2 items that have been invested in this company. And this is going to be to capital. This is Fogel. I think it's L. Fogel. Capital. So the total investment here is 20 plus 120. So your total investment will be $140,000 that's been invested in the company by the owner, who is L. Fogel. Okay, so that takes care of your very first journal entry. I want you to be sure and get that down so that you know how to do that. Okay, now you go back and you pick up the rest of these journal entries and finish this problem up. Good luck. You can work together. No rules other than don't ask me any questions as to how to exactly do this, because you can go back and look at the video. You've been tested on it. This is a take-home. If you don't understand the wording or something of that nature, or where to find things or where to put it, you can ask me that, and I should be in my office on and off next week doing advising. Okay? Good luck. Don't forget to submit your homework today prior to class. Take care. Bye-bye.